Kennesaw State beat Liberty 67-66 in a nail-biter to the very end to capture the ASUN championship title and punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament for the very first time in school history. Joining me now, we have the head coach of the Owls, Amir Abdur-Rahim. And coach, it's so good to see you. Look at what is around your neck right now. You got the net, you're going dancing. What does this moment mean for your program?
It means a ton for our program, but it's even a bigger moment for our university. We've been able to build something here over the last 4 years that will attract a lot more students, a lot more attention to a campus and a community that deserves to have a light shined on them.
You know, when you took over KSU in 2019, you finished 1-28 that year. In your fourth season, you're ASUN champions. You're going dancing for the first time in school history. What exactly is the secret behind this turnaround?
You know, our core values in our program make up the acronym of TRUTH: trust, responsibility, unity, toughness, and humility. And we talk to our kids all the time about running to people who will tell you the truth. Even though you don't want to hear that all the time, you know, we have 16 guys in our locker room that run to the truth every day. And then on top of that, our mantra in our program make up the acronym of BONE, be one, no ego. So when you have guys that want to be told the truth and that have, in a sense, gotten over themselves and they put the team, the program before themselves, special things can happen like this.
It was certainly special to watch that unfold. I know you were nervous until the very end, but you got Terrell Burden drawing the late foul, going to the line to ultimately send you guys to the NCAA tournament. But what is going through your head when all that unfolded in the final seconds of this game?
Trust my players at the end of the day, and that's what I've done. You know, I never want to overcoach. You know, I got 3 kids. I never want to, you know, overparent. You know, I want to give them what they need to be successful, but then they have to go through it kind of on their own. And Terrell is a guy who's been with me since my first year, and so I wasn't going to put that ball in anybody else's hand but him, because I trust him to do exactly what he's been trained to do, and he did a great job. When he got to the line, I wasn't nervous at all. I wanted him to trust his training, trust his work he's put in, and he did that.
It certainly paid off for you both. Now, you know, teams that make it to March, they have a chance. How can your team be dangerous in the NCAA tournament?
Well, I think when you look at our balance, it's not just one guy on our team that you can key in on. Chris Youngblood has been the motto of consistency for us all year, but you look behind him and Terrell Burden's had big games. Damon Robinson has had big games. Brandon Stroud has had big games, and I can go on and on and on. So I think our balance, our experience, but more importantly than anything, our connection is what's going to carry us through and give us an opportunity to win a game or two in the NCAA tournament.
You know, next weekend, Selection Sunday, I heard you on the court afterwards say you guys would be celebrating for the next week, but what does this next week look like for you guys?
Well, we're going to give our kids a chance to rest. We've been playing 2 games in 3 days for the past, I think, 2 months. So we're going to give them a couple of days off to rest their bodies, get their bodies back feeling good, get their minds focused, get them locked back into the classroom. And then we'll start towards the middle/end of the week. We'll start back with some light shooting, some conditioning, and then we'll start preparing for whoever we're going to play, because whoever we'll play, they'll be one of the best 68 teams in the country, and we'll have to bring our best.
But again, look, when you make it to March, you have a chance. And one of the things that I heard, too, is that you had a really special pregame message for your players. Take me through those moments and how they responded in this game.
No, it was awesome. I said to him before the game, I put the number of 999,999. And I just, collectively, that's how many times everybody in our program has been doubted or written off. And I told him, you know, somebody out there is writing us off today. Nobody thinks we can come out here and do this on our home court. Well, let's prove them wrong for the 1 millionth time. And when the game got tough, when things got, when the score got close, we've done what we've done all year, and that's respond. And it's what they know. I say it all the time, and I say this humbly. Where it's hard, where it's uncomfortable, we're right at home with that because of the adversity that we've grown through and the character that we've shown through prosperity.
Coach, one of the things that impresses me the most is you've been on different staffs around this state, Georgia Tech, Georgia. Now you're the head coach at KSU, taking them to the NCAA tournament for the first time in school history. Why is it extra special that it's done at KSU?
Right. You know, I say this, and I don't say this because both of those institutions are great. Along with the rest of the institutions in our state, I think the state of Georgia, hands down, pound for pound, no matter what you're trying to get into, whether it's universities, business, whatever it may be, we have a lot to offer. But to be able to do it at a place like Kennesaw State that, you know, our athletic department is about 15 or 16 years old. We're fairly young. So there are a lot of parallels between not only our athletic department, our university, and myself. And we all took a chance on each other. And that's what makes it special. You take a guy like Terrell Burton, who had no scholarship offers coming out of high school. We took a chance on him. He took a chance on us. And we all get to share in this special moment together. So that's what makes it special, is that the people here, they want to be here at KSU. They know how special of a place KSU is. And now the whole country gets to find out how special of a place Kennesaw State is.
And that environment has just been so crazy over the last couple of weeks, and another record for KSU in terms of attendance in this one against Liberty. All right, my last question for you. I want to address what's around your neck. You got kids cutting down the net tonight. What is going through your head when you watch your kids cut down a net at the end of a game?
God is good, and I just love them for the sacrifices that they've made. You know, to be a collegiate athlete is not an easy deal. These guys sacrifice their summers. They sacrifice their springs, their Thanksgiving breaks, their Christmas breaks to get to this point. And for them to be rewarded for their hard work, for their sacrifice, it just means the world to me to be able to be the guy that be a part of, a small part of helping them realize that dream. I can't wait for them to experience the NCAA tournament and what comes with it. The motorcades on the way to practice, the press conferences in the locker rooms. But then that game day where you're the first or one or two teams to be playing, and now, you know, you might be playing, we're going to be playing a bigger university. And as those people fill in, right, the underdog becomes the favorite if that game is close, because now you got another fan base cheering for you. So I'm just excited that they get to experience all of those things in one.
It's one of my favorite events I've ever covered in my career. Where's that net going? You got a place for it in your office?
Ever. I do. It's going to go around that championship trophy we just won tonight. So I'm going to put it there, but I'm going to actually walk it up to President Schwag when I get a chance. She's been here for 19 years. She served in every role possible that you could serve, and now she's leading our university as the president. This is more for her and the faculty and staff that have been here throughout those years. This is for guys like Coach Tony Ingle, who helped establish the Kennesaw State basketball program. We have a banner sitting up there right now in 2004 that was a national championship in Division II. That gave us the vision that it can be done here. So it's for all those, for President Schwag, Coach Tony Ingle, his family, the former players, all the alumni. It's for them.
Coach, you have built something incredibly special with the Owls, and I wish you the best of luck as we get dancing here in the next couple weeks. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.